Good morning. It is 11 o'clock. I started reading this a while ago, but I forgot to track it in my story graph. It's The Demon Court by Emma Hamm. So it's like I don't even know how to describe it. Like supernatural romantasy. Emma Hamm also wrote The Whispers in the Deep, like interconnected standalone series. So I'm waiting for the newest one to come out. So I thought I would try some of her other books. It's pretty good. I'm not mad about it. I'm gonna start listening to the Neil deGrasse Tyson audiobook that I downloaded yesterday. It's really short. It's like a astrophysics for dummies type of book. I don't know. A lot of it is actually going over my head, so there's that. Very dense, but also funny. And then I also got on Libby Hey Hun, which is like the multi-level marketing audiobook that I'm going to start listening to once I finish the Neil deGrasse Tyson one. And I think that's going to be good because when I was reading Cultish or listening to Cultish, there was a whole section on multi-level marketing schemes and like the cult-like language that they use, and I thought it was really interesting. So I know I hadn't seen other people on nonfiction book talk about Hey Hun, so I'm excited to finally experience that and see if it's worth the hype. Not that I think a lot of books on nonfiction book talk are hyped per se. I will say I think it's quite refreshing um, having my reading profiles, I guess, be different where I just do nonfiction on my TikTok. So I just see those books, and those very rarely when somebody says that they are a 5-star read, do they let me down. So I've also been trying to say less filler words, and I'm realizing now that I'm replacing the word like with so. We're going to fix that today. All right, it is 1:40 p.m. and here's what I've read. I've read about half of PTSD Radio, the second Nimbus. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Like sometimes the stories they seem to be referencing other aspects of other stories previously mentioned. There's no cohesive storyline as of right now. I feel as though I am just there for the vibes. And the vibes are good. I'm not gonna lie, I will read all of them. But I don't know what's happening. So if somebody wanted a review of this, I don't know if I could give a proper one. Hopefully by the time I get to the most recent Nimbus that is out, I will have a more clear answer as to what's happening. I listened to more of the Neil deGrasse Tyson book. I might DNF it. It's kind of boring. I was liking it, but I would rather listen to the Hey Hun book. So I think I'm gonna swap over to the multi-level marketing book and maybe just throw the astrophysics on the back burner. I haven't read any more of my e-reader, but I need to get a move on Notes on an Execution because we are filming a proper review for it on the podcast on Sunday because it's going to go up in a couple weeks. I think it's the first episode of September, so keep an eye out. So far, that book is really good. I like the pacing of it. I'm about 53 pages into it. It's good. I have work tonight, so in about 3 hours, I have to head into work. And I don't know how many updates I'll do. I won't be able to read a whole lot unless it's slow at work. That is where we're at right now. Alright, it's 5 o'clock. I just got to work. Here is my probably final reading update. I got to around page 100 in Notes on an Execution, and I really like it. I like the pacing of it and the overall structure. I think it's written really well. Very good. Did I read anything else? No. I think that was it.
yeah, let me check my Storygraph and see how many pages I ended up reading today. According to my Storygraph statistics, I read 230 pages today. When I get home before bed, I might read a little bit more, but I doubt it. Sometimes when I get off work, I just go home and fall asleep. But that is the end of the vlog. Thank you if you watched, and I'll see you tomorrow.